Moving right along in the second half here, there's a big need in narcissists for attention or admiration. Now, we all need a level of admiration and attention in our lives to be healthy, functioning adults. Positive affect makes us feel good. Essentially, what you're receiving here when it's called positive affect is you are receiving positive emotions. These help feed us and help feed a healthy ego. However, to the narcissist, this has become central to themselves, to the point that they will go to almost any lengths to receive this. The need for attention and admiration on various levels will cause a narcissist to even consume their own children on various levels. Now, at various points in our lives, we do deserve the attention. In this example, in this picture here, you see two great people graduating. Yes, they deserve to be celebrated and given and become the center of attention for all that hard work they've put into receiving that education, whether it be just a graduating from high school, from college with their bachelor's, or a higher degree, a master's, or even a doctorate, or even something else. Doesn't matter. They deserve that attention for those moments. And it's pleasing and it's enjoyable. You've achieved and accomplished a goal. But to the narcissist, it's not about the goal. It's that they need this constantly in their lives, to the point of all else. And like something else, like the vampire, narcissists will fly into a rage if they do not get what they need and want. Narcissists have been known to cut off family members, have been known to become physically violent, and have been known to do other really terrible things to people when they no longer get their need fulfilled. This can be called the narcissistic rage. If you have ever wondered why somebody has all of a sudden become so furiously mad with you because you're not paying attention to them, you might be dealing with somebody who has a narcissistic personality disorder trait. Another aspect of people with NPD is that they have a sense of entitlement about themselves. This may feel like you're dealing with somebody that is in a sense royalty. It goes back to the grandiosity and this higher, greater image. On the outset, it's very attractive because you sense you're dealing maybe with somebody that's important or powerful or competent. But if you look a little more closely, they demand that you treat them as almost as if they were royalty, even if they are not and have no reason to feel that. Prisoners who oftentimes have the antisocial personality disorder will oftentimes exhibit this sense of entitlement and that they should get special treatment no matter what. Yes, it's very evident in prisoners where that we can study them and analyze them. And it is believed that outside of the antisocial personality disorder, that they also have certain narcissistic traits. There's also the individuals out there in society, such as Paris Hilton here, who seems to have a very strong sense of entitlement because of the fact that she is a wealthy heiress. Well, does she have the disorder or not? I don't really know. I'm not somebody who can really sit in a position and say yes or no. She exhibits some of the traits. She has some tendencies to be very narcissistic, but can't really say yes or no at this time. Don't know her well enough. However, I can say that there is a character out there in media that really does exhibit this trait. That is very clearly a narcissist, and that is the Queen of Hearts from the Alice in Wonderland. I invite everybody to take a look at this movie and to look at it and go, wow, this person really thinks very highly of themselves, and even though she is a queen, she really does feel as though she deserves everything. That's right, folks, as if she deserves everything. Another aspect of narcissists is that they're interpersonally exploitive. Narcissists have a tendency to use people, and they do so without any remorse for the feelings and pain that they inflict upon people. If you look today in society, you will see examples of exploitation of people in order to elicit emotions and other things. Nudity, whether it be in the form of a masculine sexual image or a feminine sexual image, is exploitive in certain ways because it can arouse erotic feelings in people, causing them to want to buy because they associate with it. But I digress a little bit here, just bringing this up to make a point. But narcissists can also and do abuse children in this way, through cynicism, sarcasm, and other various subtle methods. They are well known to take advantage of and use children to meet their own personal needs. Narcissists are also envious of others or believe that others are envious of them. It's a very sad fact, folks, and sometimes you may wonder, why is this person jealous of me? Why does this person seem to express this incredible level of jealousy? And you can almost see and almost feel like you're seeing that greenness, that green eye, sort of as I'm posting here. Stop for a moment, take a look. Also, because narcissists can be envious, they can also be very deadly because of it. And if they are the ones that feel that somebody is envious of them, they will go to almost any length to protect themselves or to put that other person in a position where they are either out of threats or harm's way, or that they can be used. Another aspect of narcissists is that they have arrogant or haughty behaviors or attitudes. This goes back to the grandiosity, sense of entitlement. You get a sense that they hold themselves above everybody else. Yes, they oftentimes do so, and you feel like you're being looked down upon. This may come in many different forms and many different aspects. For men, it might be where they're in a position of superiority due to their power, prestige, or whatever, and for a woman it might be because of her beauty that she sees herself as special. These are just examples, and you have to remember, you have to look at it in the entire context. You can also take a look at this and go, what about their attitude? A little bit of humor here is cats are oftentimes seen as very haughty or arrogant or are above them all. There is a joke out there that goes, you have to remember that cats used to be gods, and they have never forgotten it, and therefore they still maintain that attitude. Well, very similar in the narcissist. However, the biggest thing that all narcissists have is a lack of empathy. And it is this which makes them incredibly dangerous.